For being here tonight. Both Erin and Sharon are on the board, and they've always been there for this vision of this institute. And I'm looking around, and I also see people who have signed on as coaches and as mentors, people who are helping our students down the road with finding meaningful work, people who will serve on the faculty, and those are just the people I talk to. Everyone else, you have to talk to me after this, and we'll figure out which one of those you are. At the same time, it's been a long 10 months, and sort of working with my nose to the ground and just trying to figure out exactly how to get something like this working. But here we are. It's November now. And in January, we are going to have a class of 10 to 15 students come into this thing called the Institute for Compassionate Leadership. And yeah, it's weird. It's sort of a you build it and they will come moment where these students, they're going to come in and they're going to be met with an executive coach, someone that helps them figure out not just what they want to do next, but also who they want to be, what qualities they want to cultivate in themselves as leaders. And part of that is also figuring out where they want to focus and how they want to affect real change in the world. So the people that are applying, often they're young, they're in their 20s or early 30s, and they know they want to help the world, they're not exactly sure how. So the coach sort of nudges them in a direction and says, it sounds like you're most interested in gun control. It sounds like you're most interested in education reform, whatever it might be. And once they figure that out, we get them a mentor in that field, someone that can serve as an unofficial advisor to them for years to come. And they go through a curriculum that's very part-time over the course of 6 months that involves meditation training so it can become more self-aware and compassionate. It involves community organizing training so they actually know how to go out into the world and forge authentic relationships and how that can lead to empowering others. And traditional leadership skills, which if you're like me, you did not get at college. Things like how to negotiate, how to fundraise. And then by the end of this time, they have actually really gone deep with their own understanding of what it means to be a compassionate leader, and we find them that next step, what that meaningful work means to them. We'll support them no matter what. So it's a big endeavor, and I'm looking around, and as I said, I see people who have already committed in some way to being involved, and you may think, well, I had a conversation once with Lodro, that's what I mean. And even if we haven't had that conversation, we should. So if you haven't signed in at the front, please sign in so that I can reach out to you individually in the next couple of days, and we can continue to build up this network of support for these young people who, as Erin said, we hope will go on to do inspiring things like our friend Alex, who was a compassionate leader, who did create great change in this lifetime. And if we could create just a handful more people like that, that would be a wonderful endeavor that we could all contribute to. So please feel free to sign in. If you haven't made a donation, you can make a donation in the front. Please check out our silent auction items. We've got Pilates, we've got ICL gift baskets, we've got meditation, we've got Sharon's book. Please feel free to grab one of my copies of my books and throw in some money. But all of this goes to supporting this launch so we can actually get more compassionate leaders out in the world doing good work. So thank you again so much for coming. It means the world to me.